Welcome to this Indigenous Languages and Media seminar titled 30 Years of Democracy, Reflections on Linguistic Diversity in the News Media Sector in South Africa.
Today we contemplate not only the past 3 decades of democracy and the freedoms we now enjoy, but also engage in introspection in a society with a constitutional democracy, pondering on the question, have we taken satisfactory measures to ensure equal respect for Indigenous languages?
There is no greater time to recognize, develop, and invest in the nurturing of our Indigenous languages than this period. Our 30th year of our democracy provides us with an opportunity for us to truly reflect on the journey that we have traveled, and importantly, to critique our own commitment in creating this inclusive society.
It is imperative that we address these challenges head on with earnest and rigor, and make sure that we will work collectively to create an enabling environment for their flourishing.
Language, colleagues, remains a very important metric for which we must measure our commitment to this.
It is a call to action for us to redouble our efforts in protecting and promoting Indigenous languages as a vital part of our cultural heritage as well as our identity.
As the South African National Editors Forum, we recognize that the role of the media in promoting public interest journalism, we play a crucial one, in particular when we center languages in the preservation of this craft.
And the fact that we need to find a way to harmonize and increase the use, the equitable use of Indigenous languages. Internationally, every 3 months we're actually losing a language. And it becomes incumbent upon the social compacting that we do in the country, and that had been mentioned earlier, that the fourth estate plays a key role, the private, the public sector plays a key role, and civil partners, including community, all have got to play an embedded role as we seek to develop these languages.
The role of the Department of Sport, Arts and Culture. Our job is to ensure linguistic diversity, quality of access to the citizens of this country, the public at large, and enable people to communicate in the languages of their choice.
So I think it's important that we hear the voices of the people on the ground, and so that whatever that we decide in terms of using language should be in line with what the people are saying on the ground. Similarly to the issue of Bangi Nkulu, it is important that we have an understanding of that, and so that we can be able to talk to the people on the ground. Why is this important? It is important because media also plays an educational role. For example, I do not know Chivenda, so whenever I watch TV or listen to radio and I hear Chivenda speak, I believe that the Chivenda that is spoken is the one that I could learn. So I believe that I could learn from that Chivenda that is spoken. So you can imagine if that Chivenda is altered, then it's actually not represented. It means people like myself did not learn the correct Chivenda in those platforms. So that is why it's important for us to then have that regulated.
So a conversation about the role of media, which not only models to society how to use language, but also creates content that can live in digital spaces, and then ensure that Indigenous languages are available in those spaces, is really critical. It's not a nice to have, but it is a must have to ensure that our people, what we stand for, who we are, survives for generations to come.